Uh, Hello, this is another Linux distribution which is smaller than the tiny core Linux distribution. Tiny core is of around 16 megabytes, but this minimal Linux live Linux distribution is around 11 megabytes. So on this is its website. Uh, this is its website. You can download the torrent, the minimal live distribution from this website. Uh, it is basically a Linux distribution, Linux kernel plus some file management plus a busy box that is he has compiled. If we go into about, so the Ivan Davidov made this, and so you can download the ISO file. It is a 64-bit and the latest release is around 15 December 2019. Okay, so I have downloaded this uh, file I've downloaded this file. It is around here and you can see that it's 10.5 megabytes. Okay, not even 11 megabytes. Okay, so now let's start the virtual machine. Okay, and power on the virtual machine. Okay, so first we have to okay, so now that we have, so now going into settings and changing the source part of the IDE's CD-ROM. So we are going to connect and browse our CD-ROM, and we are going to select the minimal live. You can see here it is size is 10 megabytes. So choosing volume, I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to go into graphic console, and then I'm going to force a reset this machine, and then the okay, so now I'm going to power on the virtual machine. So as you can see, ISO links, it is saying enter to see video modes available or space to continue. Let's hit the space bar. Okay, so it has showing decompressing Linux. So this is the loaded version. It says the I dedicate this, he has dedicated this distro to his wife Marina and his son Nicola. Okay, so now let's punch in some commands to see where we are in the directory system of the Linux. So let's first try the ls-al. So we are at the root file system. Okay, now change let us make a new directory. uh, Name it as new fldr. Okay, now again pressing ls. So we have our fldr, changing the directory to new fldr. Okay, so we are into new. Let's see if he has implemented the top. Oh yes. So there is not a lot of function or processing that is going on. So you can see the load averages of 1 minute, 5 minutes and 15 minutes are not as much. They're basically zero. So 15-minute average is zero. The CPU is currently holding at 0.3%, so not a load. You can see the CPU usage over here. There's not that much CPU is using this. So it's a bare bones Linux system, and I have given it 1 gigabyte of RAM, but has only used around 22 megs of RAM, and uh, of which 4 megabytes is shared, 32 kilobyte is buffer, and 4.3 megabytes of it is cached. So yeah, it's pretty stripped out version of anything. Okay, so let's hit Q and let's see if it has nano or vim. Let's see vim. Does it has vim? Yeah, it has vim vi editor. So let's create a new file. So let's create a file 1.txt. Okay, so it has opened into vim. So let's enter a. Okay, so we are into insert mode. So let's type this. Okay, this is अब है doing. Okay, doing running our distro. So I'm going to press escape, and then so I'm going to write this. Okay, and then I'm going to say quit. Okay, let's say list. Okay, we have our file, and let's say cat. Then so we have created a file into the minimal Linux. Okay, so now let's see what other options do we have. Does it have sys? Okay, syscontrol, and okay, syscontrol, it has syscontrol. Okay, nothing happens. Okay, shut down. Now exit. Okay, if I exit, we are okay. If we exit from any folder, we are dropped to the root folder. So that's it. Echo by echo by, so it prints by again something. Okay, so that's it.